arthritis. I invented this. When you have arthritis, your fingers will start killing you. Just slip your finger in there.
And what
It
happens?
gets rid of the pain.
Does it?
Yeah, I've had to use it. I've been driving down the freeway. I was coming home from Marks, Lake Isabella. My fingers, I couldn't even hold the steering wheel. They started cramping up. So I got these. You stick these on there.
What made you think of that?
I just did it. I looked at it and I stuck my finger in it. And it works. It's
Well, I mean, how does it take away the pain?
because arthritis or something's in the bones.
Yeah.
And it starts hurting. So maybe this warms it. I don't know. It tightens it.
Wow.
It's tight.
Mm-hmm.
Stick your finger in there. Feels good.
Well, my finger's not.
Too small.
Yeah.
But it just works.
Wow. What are you doing living in your car? You can market that and be a millionaire. You have that motorhome.
I don't want to do that no more.
I know, right?
I'm not going to chase money like real estate no more. I'm
Right.
going to make films, good films,
Yeah.
teach people, educate them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do documentaries,
Yep. What?
and we're done.
What? How long were you in real estate?
20 years. 15,
You made good
20.
money.
Yeah.
You owned houses.
Yes.
I mean, you owned income property, right?
Yep. Until the market crashed. 2008. I just gave them all back to the bank.
And are you happy you did? Are you happy you got out of that life? Yeah.
Yeah, I went back to school, got my GED, took a culinary degree. I got, now I'm in film. I was with Fullerton College. I took a film class there. And so I got a lot of experience there. So when I do
Hold on.
do the
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I got a lot of experience at Fullerton College. I took a film class there. They gave us the cameras for the weekend. We go out and film stuff. They taught us how to edit and everything. So when I seen this class online, get a bachelor's degree, it's a no-brainer. The guy was saying, you got like 40 hours. I go, how many hours a week is? Oh, it's about 40 hours. It's a lot of work. I work. Tuesday we do our lectures. Then I just think about what she said. Then I don't start my project till Wednesday morning. I accumulate stuff. I'll pick something that she says. Like, I'll pick a something I want to film. Like I want to film about dogs. So I pick that right away. So it's in my mind, and I start doing research on dogs. So by the next morning, I have something accumulated. Then I do my project for Wednesday night. See? Then I got one more for Sunday. So Thursday I do my Sunday work, and I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday I'm off. Tuesday I do the lecture. It's weird. I go, what's he talking about? 40 hours. I'm like 4 or 5 hours a week. It's unbelievable. I mean, I guess I could do more reading and do more. They want you to watch films. We have to watch like tons. I had to watch The Godfather. I had to watch all these films. It's pretty cool.
Did you tell him you are the Godfather?
Yeah, they made us watch all these films. Easy Rider.
Uh-huh.
Because Easy Rider was one of the first biker films.
Oh.
They came out with Henry Fonda
Mm-hmm.
and that other guy, Hoffman.
Oh yeah. Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the first movies. So when they went, that's from when they went to westerns, from horses to Harleys. That was the first movie. Yeah.
That could be your first documentary.
Yeah. And stuff I learned about Thomas Edison. Who the hell knew Tom Edison was in films? He was one of the biggest film guys. Thomas Edison, the guy who invented the light
Yeah.
bulbs.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
The camera.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Really?
He owned studios and everything.
Wow.
Nickelodeon. It's Nickelodeon because the films were only a nickel to watch at the movie theater.
Oh, is that the
Nickelodeon.
reason?
Yeah. We had to go all the way back from the beginning to learn everything. They're teaching us
yeah.
everything. Silent films, silent era. You know what the silent era was?
Well, I mean,
There was no sound.
Yeah,
There was no sound.
Yeah, I knew
So
that.
guess what happened when they went to the sound?
I know they call them talkies, and they
They lost all the actors.
Nobody's gonna want to hear actors talking, is what they
No,
say.
they lost all the actors because the actors didn't know how to act without talking. They were professional silent filmers.
Wow.
So when the people
Like
went,
Charlie Chaplin.
yes, exactly, Charlie Chaplin,
Yeah.
the jazz singer. He was one of the first ones that started singing and
Al
dancing.
Jolson.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the jazz singer.
Mm-hmm.
And But think
Wow.
about it, the sound error, okay? So, but a lot of people lost movies because these people filmed, just like even with COVID-19. They got movies that are backed up. They can't put them in the theater. Did you hear they're suffering in Hollywood? They're losing a lot of money.
Oh, I know.
Millions
that's
of
suffering,
dollars.
all right.
Millions of dollars because of COVID.
Mm.
So they got all these films on the back burner waiting to put out in the theater.
Mm.
Same thing with the silent era. When they went from silent, they couldn't find actors that knew how to speak and talk.
Yeah, because the big studio head said nobody's gonna want to listen to
Yeah,
actors
yeah.
talking. They called the movies talkies. Did they tell you
yeah,
that?
they were called talkies. Yeah. It's all in there, man. Lori taught us all about that.
Lori, one of the
one of the teachers,
instructors.
yeah, she was pretty good. So, you know what you could do? You can go online if you want to give me my password. You can watch all this stuff in the beginning. I was thinking Sammy should do it.
I have this other course I'm doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then what happened is they had all these films. They lost them. They lost the money because they couldn't. Once they turned to the sound era, nobody wanted to
Right.
watch these things. It's like
Yeah.
adding popcorn and candy to the movie theater. Then you take away the popcorn and candy.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is so they needed actors. They had to hire new actors that knew how to talk. And that took some time, and they had to pay them more. And then they had to add sound to the theaters. And these guys didn't have the money.
Oh, that was the reason. Yeah.
They didn't have the money. So they had to hire new engineers. They had to hire new producers and directors that knew how to direct with sound. The old guys couldn't do it. So it cost them thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And what's his name there? You think all these names in Hollywood, like Fox? Fox
Yeah.
is the guy's name.
Yeah.
He's the guy. That was
Uh-huh.
way back then.
What's his
He
name?
owns Fox. I don't know, Steve Fox or something. He owns Fox Theater. MGM was around.
Paramount.
Paramount. Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that was what's his name? Oh my God, I'm going blank.
Jack Warner.
Well, yeah, there were three brothers.
Yeah,
weren't
there were three brothers.
somewhere?
Then you had you had a lot of different brothers, and then Edison was Edison. You don't believe what he did? He hired the mafia to go and break these guys' equipment
Wow.
because Edison went to the government and said, "Look, I want to do a patent because these guys are copying everything I do." So the government said, "Well, I can't help you because these are foreign films. Can't do nothing in the United States." But if Edison, 2 years prior, if he would have paid $150 for a patent, he didn't want to do it, would have protected him.
Right.
So then what he did is everybody was, and their brother was starting to make films and open up studios.
Yeah.
And they were putting Edison out of business. So what he did is he hired the mafia to go. He'd send them over that they'd break their cameras and everything and tell them, you better get out,
Wow.
Yeah, interesting.
Did they ever mention Nikola Tesla in this whole thing?
No.
Yeah, but he invented most of the stuff. You should look him up. Actually, Edison stole a lot of Nikola Tesla's ideas. Nikola Tesla was a genius. But maybe they'll mention him eventually. Oh, who's this little guy barking?